I'm a dancer. Dancing is important to me because it allows me to carry on the tradition of my Hmong ancestors. I became a dancer because when I was in 5th grade, my best friend was a dancer, and she asked me if I wanted to join her dance group.
As I was growing up, my sister and they would always dance, and they would always practice at my house, and I was like, I want to keep the tradition up, and I want to become a dancer like them too.
I became a dancer because I had a lot of spare time in my life, and it's something I'm passionate about because it's part of me and part of my tradition.
By dancing, I'm not only allowed to express myself, but to also tell a story. Carrying on this tradition is important to my community because it allows us to preserve our Hmong culture.
It is important to keep Hmong dance tradition alive because the name Hmong is actually really rare to see in the world. When you see an Asian person, you wouldn't say she was Hmong or he is Hmong. So the name actually represents yourself, and then losing the name feels like I'm losing myself.
Being a dancer involves a lot of sacrifices. It sometimes interferes with school, work, and home life. It takes a lot of motivation. Showing up on time for every dance meeting is crucial to avoid drama. Group members lose motivation and drop out if people can't be counted on. But at the end of the day, we learn to work as a team. Coming up with dance move is a challenge because they have to match the lyrics of a song in order to tell a story. If it doesn't, then you're not telling a story but just dancing to the music. There's a difference. The hand movements in our song, they usually match the lyrics. They tell stories of the songs. For example, if you're going to talk about the mountains, you would usually put your hands up high in the air to show that, oh, you're tall and big as the mountains. Hand movements give meaning and story to our dancing. Our songs tell stories of love, of the yearly harvest, of our celebration, and traditional village life.
Working with a dance group is really fun. You can make friends, you can be with your friends. It also brings you closer together with your friends, and it just shows a lot of teamwork with your friends, and then you can actually affect this or put this on your everyday life. My coach taught me how to be patient with others, and it taught me, she has a lot of creativity, so she really puts that on me.
They're the ones who teach the younger generation and leave when the next generation of dancers is ready to carry on the tradition. We try to keep that alive in our young adults so when we get old and married, they will continue the dance.
It's important to keep Hmong dancing alive because it's a way to express who you are and show what Hmong is.
Not many young people in our community dance a lot because it's really small, so I feel like it's part of my decision to make the culture still alive by helping out. I've been teaching my little nieces how to dance just for fun. They're not really performing, but what I did teach them was the fashion show and to participate in it. That way I can pass it down and hopefully see them dance on stage one day. This puts a smile on the elders' face because watching the younger kids perform makes them proud. But the main reason why it puts a smile on their face is because we honored our culture. The Hmong came to America after living as refugees in Thailand for a generation after the Vietnam War. They fought on the side of the Americans and were driven out of their homes and villages in Laos and Cambodia. When my parents came to the U.S., they didn't expect me to live the usual life like them. They didn't expect me to stay at home and cook and always clean. They wanted me to have an education. That's why they sent me to school every day and forced me to wake up, because in Thailand, they didn't have the same opportunity at all.
We have a lot of high expectations from our parents, so it really gives us motivation and challenges, and that really defies independency.
Living in America and having to fit into the American society and the Hmong society at the same time is difficult because in the American culture you have so many more opportunities for women, but you're not allowed to do certain things in the Hmong culture. They had to adjust to American ways. They feared that the younger generation will forget their roots, but being able to see their generation is still alive after literally changing worlds is incredible. I learned to appreciate my culture more, and it really made me want to go to other Hmong New Years also. There's a lot of Hmong New Years in California and all over the world, and one of the biggest one in California is Fresno. I really want to go and see other people and how they celebrate their Hmong New Year from different cities. So I think it's really great how we're still keeping our culture alive, even if they're at different places in the world.
We are all unique in a lot of different kinds of ways, like a rainbow, how there's a lot of colors that people don't know about us.
có bê cho mong tao nó xua tu cho có tí lo đủ bê mong lo thiệt qua tia bê gió y hai ninh mong ua rong